Hello everybody, welcome back to the channel. We are starting again with the cargo. And yes, what you see in front of you is true. So a little bit of a backstory here. I was researching more cargo flights because of this comment right there. So we had a lot of fun, and definitely it seems like Jack Britton also loved it. So I just said, okay, what other companies are flying 737s, 737-800 BCFs? So I found out that Amazon Prime does that, and they do it in the US and some areas over Europe and in India too. So I got the liveries. This is the first. This is the first registration, the one in Europe. We're going to be doing a few flights in Europe, and then we're going to do the second. I do believe I have 3 in Europe. I do have the US ones, but I'm not gonna fly them. I don't know. I don't fly US much, so I'm gonna do 3 registrations in Europe, which are like different locations, and then I'm going to do one, the only one that I found, which is in India, Amazon Prime. So let's deliver some Amazon Prime packages to some people, yo. This is gonna be a lot of fun. So our flight is going to be from Milan to Barcelona and back. So this video will be the first leg in the sector, which will be going from Milan to Barcelona. And the next video will be the return flight from Barcelona to Milan. So yeah, without further ado, let's start setting up.
Roger.
Safety inspection checklist, and before start, checklist to the line. I'm a little bit behind.
Safety inspection checklist. Surfaces and chokes.
Checked.
Surfaces and chokes.
Checked.
Maintenance status.
Checked.
Hi guys, here is the load sheet for you.
Thank you.
Battery.
Thank you.
No problem. Have a safe flight.
On.
Electrical hydraulic pumps.
On.
Landing gear lever. Landing gear lever.
Down.
Ship slurry.
Checked.
Safety inspection checklist completed. IRS mode selected.
Nav.
Gear pins. Gear
1,
pins.
2, 3 removed.
Probe covered.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5 removed.
Light test.
Check.
Light test. Light test.
God dang. Checked.
Oxygen.
Tested 100%.
Tested 100%. Yoda.
On.
Nav transfer and display switches.
Normal auto.
Nav transfer and display switches.
Normal auto.
Nav transfer and display switches.
Normal auto.
Fuel.
Fuel. 7,500 required. 7,500 on board. Pumps on. $7,500 required. 7,500 on board. Pumps on.
Cabin utility IFE galley power.
On.
Emergency exit lights.
Galley power is on.
Emergency exit lights.
Check the galley power, everything. Yeah. Armed.
Fast and bounce.
On.
Window heat. Air conditioning and pressurization.
Pax auto bleeds on.
Air conditioning and pressurization.
Pax auto bleed on.
Air conditioning and pressurization.
Oh god. Pax auto bleeds on. Pax auto bleeds on.
Air conditioning and pressurization.
Pax auto bleeds on set.
Pressurization mode selector.
Auto.
Instruments.
Cross-checked. Cross-checked.
Auto brake. Auto
RTO.
brake. Auto brake.
Oh god, oh god, oh god. RTO. RTO.
Hydraulics.
Normal. Normal.
Speed brake.
Down to 10.
Speed brake. Parking brake.
Set.
Parking brake.
Set.
Stabilizer trim cutout switched.
Normal.
Stabilizer trim cutout switched. Wheel
Normal.
well fire warning. Wheel well fire warning.
Checked.
Radios, radar, and transponder.
Set and standby.
Rudder and alien trims.
3 and 0. 3 and 0.
Takeoff briefing.
Discussed.
PA.
Completed.
FMC and CVE.
Set.
N1 and indicated airline bugs.
Set and checked.
Stabilizer trim.
Suppose. 4.7 units set.
Stabilizer trim.
4.7 units set.
Stabilizer trim.
4.7 set.
Performance, weight and balance.
Signed and sent.
Performance, weight and balance.
Signed and sent.
Performance, weight and balance. Signed and sent. Phones.
Off.
Off. Electronic flight bag.
Airplane mode and stowed.
Airplane mode and stowed. Flight deck windows and cockpit door.
Locked.
Doors.
Closed.
Passengers.
Seated. There are no
Before
passengers.
start checklist to the line completed.
There are no passengers in this one. Maybe I messed up something. I don't know if there's a cargo version of this one. That's all I could find. Anyways. Okay.
Would you like the APU?
Yes, please.
Starting the APU.
Right. Let's put this. Mission lights cleared. Before start checklist below the line.
Before start checklist below the line. Air conditioning checks.
Off.
Air conditioning checks. Anti-collision light.
On.
Parking brake.
Set.
Transponder.
Alt off.
Before start checklist below the line completed.
Start sequence is let's do them. Start sequence is 2 then 1.
Check.
Start engine 2.
Starting engine 2.
Okay, so I have to do this myself.
Oil pressure. Starter cutout. Number 2 stable.
Start engine 1.
Starting engine 1. Oil pressure.
Yeah.
Starter cutout.
Okay.
Number 1 stable.
Flight control check complete.
Clear right.
Flight control check complete. For taxi checklist.
Before taxi checklist. Generators.
On.
APU.
Off.
Start switches.
Continuous.
Probe heat.
On.
Anti-ice.
Off.
Air conditioning.
Pax auto bleeds on.
Isolation valve.
Auto.
Flaps.
Five required, 5 selected, green light.
Stabilizer trim.
4.5 units required, 4.5 units set.
Start levers.
Idle detent.
Flight controls.
Checked.
Recall.
Checked.
Before taxi checklist completed.
Contract 420, ramp 208, request engine start.
Contract 420, engine start approved, call when ready for taxi.
Wilco, startup approved, contract 420. Contract 420, ready to taxi to the active.
Contract 420, runway 35, right taxi via Alpha, Charlie Alpha.
Runway 35, right taxi via Alpha. Charlie Alpha, contract 420.
Before takeoff checklist to the line.
Before takeoff checklist to the line. Config.
Checked. Checked.
Flaps.
5 green light.
Stabilizer trim.
4.5 units set.
Takeoff briefing.
Reviewed.
Holding at cabin.
This is no cabin.
Cabin.
Secure.
Before takeoff checklist to the line completed.
Contract 420, ready to go. Runway 35, right.
Contract 420, Malpensa Tower, wind 025 at 5, runway 35 right, cleared for takeoff.
Runway 35 right, cleared
Approach
for
is
takeoff.
clear on the
Contract
left.
420.
Approach is clear on the right.
Before takeoff checklist below the line.
Stand by. Before takeoff checklist below the line. MCP.
Set. 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 Set.
Transponder.
TARA.
Strobe lights.
On.
Landing lights.
On.
Before takeoff checklist below the line completed. Stabilized.
Set takeoff thrust.
Takeoff thrust set. Indications normal.
Checked.
$80 knots.
Checked.
Rotate.
Gear up. Gear up.
Positive rate. Gear up. LNAV.
Contract 420, reset transponder, squawk 3415.
Squawk 3415, contract 420.
Contract 420, contact Milan radar departure 134.175.
Contact Milan radar, departure 134.175, contract 420. Milan radar, contract 420. Good day, 3,000 feet.
Flaps 1.
Contract
Speed check,
420,
flaps
Milan
1.
radar departure identified. Climb to flight level 160.
Climb to flight level 160, contract 420.
Flaps up.
Speed checked. Flaps up. Flaps up, no lights.
Contract 420, maintain 220 knots.
Maintain 220 knots. Contract 420.
After takeoff checklist. Gear down, flaps 15.
Gear down. Speed checked, flaps 15.
Contract 420, contact Barcelona Tower 122.1, bye-bye.
Over to Tower 122.1, contract 420. Barcelona Tower, contract 420, ILS Yankee runway 24 right.
That's 30.
Speed checked.
Contract 420, Barcelona Tower, wind 290 at 15, runway 24 right, cleared to land.
Runway 24 right, cleared to land, contract
Flaps
420.
30.
Landing checklist. Landing checklist. Complete the landing checklist. Landing checklist. Landing checklist to the flaps.
Landing checklist to flaps. Start switches.
Continuous.
Recall.
Checked.
Speed brake.
Armed and green light. Armed and green light. Armed and green light. Armed green light.
Landing gear.
Down 3 green.
Auto brake.
1 set.
Flaps.
30 green light.
Landing lights.
On.
Landing checklist completed.
Recycle flight directors.
Recycling flight directors.
$500.
500 feet.
Checked.
400. Three approaching minimums.
Minimums.
Continue.
$100. 50. 40. 30, 20, 10,
Speed brake not up. Reverses normal. 7%. knots.
Checked.
knots. Auto brake disarmed. 60 knots.
Contract 420, exit next available taxiway.
Exit next available taxiway. Contract 420.
Clean up.
Contract 420. Contact
Roger.
ground 122.23.
Ground 122.23, contract 420. Bye-bye. Contract 420 requests taxi to the cargo ramp.
Contract 420, welcome to El Prat. Say parking or advise if need assignment.
Transit shutdown checklist.
Electrical,
On APU,
fasten belts,
off.
probe heat,
Auto,
anti-ice,
off.
voice recorder,
On.
air conditioning packs,
Auto,
engine bleeds,
on.
APU bleed,
Off.
APU bleed,
On.
APU bleed,
Right. Off.
exterior lights,
Steady set.
start switches,
Off.
auto brake,
Off.
speed brake,
Down the tent.
flaps,
Up no lights.
parking brake,
Set.
parking brake,
Off.
parking brake,
Set and checked. Whatever.
parking brake,
Set and checked.
parking brake,
Oh, come on. Set. Set.
start levers, start
Cut off.
levers, weather radar,
Off.
transponder,
2000 standby.
CBRCB,
In.
cockpit door,
Unlocked.
transit shutdown checklist completed.
Welcome everybody to Barcelona. Hope you guys enjoyed the flight. Not a long flight actually, it was quite a short one. Fun, short, concise. Also, first time using the FS2 crew. Honestly, guys, you've seen there's a lot of issues, and the voice training thing, let me tell you, I tried to do it, there's like way too many commands to go through to train your voice and stuff. It's quite a headache, and it doesn't understand you very well. But the more you use it, the more it will understand you. Like, I am not repeating, as like, see in this video I've had to repeat like a billion times many things, but that was like the first time. Right now I've had a couple more flights with it, and it seems that it understands me a little bit better. Also, I got used to the whole flow more, what to do next, what to do first, what to do later. I'm getting the better hang in it, so the next few videos are going to be a little bit more smooth, you know, when it comes to using FS2 Crew. FS2 Crew, the good thing about them is having the co-pilot specifically during the landing phase, and you know, after you vacate the runway, where they will run through all of the after landing checks and flows and stuff. Those are like, you just can't do them on your own, so it's good to have a co-pilot there, you know, running all of these checks for you. It's good for that. In the beginning, you know, the start, well, it kind of makes you understand and feel how things really happen in a crew environment, you know, where you have another person sitting next to you, and there are flows that you have to do, checks you have to do, you know, all of these things are important, and they are in real life. So as a simmer sitting by yourself in the cockpit, well, that's not very realistic now, is it? And this brings it a little bit closer, just a little bit, to, you know, how real life is, which is a lot of fun, honestly. So yeah, I definitely do. I do have the Airbus one, and I did try it. Same thing. I mean, in Airbus it's a little bit different. It's more like the left seat and the right seat person has two different things to do. It's not like here where you have, because there's like 3 SOPs that I know of in FS2 Crew. One is like the default Boeing SOPs, and then then there's like low-cost carriers SOPs, and the Europe low-cost carriers, and then there's the American low-cost carriers SOPs. The Boeing one, I saw that the pilot non-flying, basically the pilot monitoring, sorry, he seems to carry out almost everything. You know, like, you just order him to do everything, which I did not like. I like to do more things myself. So SOP2 is a sweet spot for me, where I get to do most of the stuff, and where it is very important, the co-pilot will do some other flows, where basically turning on the lights when I'm entering the runway, so it makes me focus on the runway more, and the takeoff. The gear up, flaps up, it's not really a big issue for me. 10 checks also is not a huge issue, but during the landing it was very crucial to have another pilot, so it's a lot of fun. So yeah, I'll see you guys on the next one. So don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. If you guys have any ideas, anything, please throw them in the comments below, and I will have a look at them. Otherwise, I will see you on the return flight. So see you.